With the launch of the Redmi Y3, we now have a 32 megapixel selfie camera phone across price range. While the Y3 is priced at under 10,000 rupees, the Vivo V15 Pro and the Samsung Galaxy A70 are decidedly more expensive at under rupees 30,000. So, is the budget Y3's selfie camera better than the more expensive V15 Pro and the Galaxy A70? What better way to find out than put these three phones in a Mr. Phone style camera comparison? I'm Ershad from Mr. Phone, and let's get this video started. But before we move on, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the bell icon right next to it to get notified whenever Mr. Phone puts out an awesome new tech video. Also, for all those who've been asking for a Mr. Phone Hindi channel, let us tell you guys that we are ramping up coverage on a Mr. Phone Hindi channel. Don't forget to go and check that out and share the videos out there with your friends. Subscribe karna bhuliega mat. Now, let's talk a little bit about the specs and the make of the camera. Now, all these three phones come with a 32 megapixel selfie camera on the front. Now, which brand supplies these cameras? Well, for Samsung, I believe that the Galaxy A70 will come with the Samsung ISOCELL GD1 sensor, of course, because it is a Samsung phone, so it will continue to use that. Now, having said that, there is no information out there if it actually uses the Samsung ISOCELL GD1 sensor. On the V15 Pro or the Redmi Y3 also, we don't have that information. But you know what, an industry friend told me that currently only one manufacturer makes these high resolution 32 megapixel sensors, and that is Samsung. So you can put the two and two together and figure out that actually the A70, the Y3 and the Vivo V15 Pro, all of them could very well be using the Samsung ISOCELL GD1 sensor. By the way, the other uniting factor in the camera specs is that all of them have a 0.8 micron pixel size, and the Samsung GD1 also has the same 0.8 micron pixel size. Moving on, the V15 Pro and the A70's sensors are attached to an f/2.0 lens. In comparison, the Y3 uses a smaller f/2.2 aperture. Now, another thing to note is that the A70 shoots at 8 megapixel pixel bin resolution by default, and so does the Y3. The V15 Pro is the only camera that shoots at 32 megapixel by default without any fear. In comparison, you have to actually dig into the settings to activate the 32 megapixel full resolution mode on the Redmi Y3. And the Galaxy A70 has an even more convoluted process. You actually need to change the aspect ratio to 4:3H. Even then, in regular mode, the camera takes a cropped 20 megapixel selfie. For a full res 32 megapixel selfie, you have to hit the wide angle toggle and then change the aspect ratio to 4:3H. Samsung, you could have just made this slightly easier for the users. In our first set of samples, you can see that the color accuracy is better on the Redmi Y3's selfie. From the accurate facial tones to the color of the t-shirt, the Redmi Y3 has a better color science overall. The Galaxy A70's colors are not too bad either, with a little bit of reds on the face enhanced to make the photo look more appealing. The Vivo V15 Pro has, on the other hand, turned my face pink. By the way, all of these are full res 32MP selfies that we are comparing right now. At 100% crop, you will notice that the V15 Pro decimates the competition. From the details on my hair to the crispness of my eyebrows above the left eye, the other two are no match really. The Galaxy A70 looks soft and the Y3 does nothing to control the noise. In fact, you can clearly see the chromatic aberration at some places in the Y3 shot, especially around the red color of my shirt. Overall, I'd pick the Redmi Y3 for color accuracy despite the aberration, and the V15 Pro for crisp details. Moving to the daylight portrait shot, only the V15 Pro can shoot a 32MP full resolution portrait. The Galaxy A70 switches to 12MP in wide mode and 8MP in regular mode, and the Y3 can only shoot an 8MP portrait. Anyway, you get a crisp shot on both the V15 Pro and the Y3. However, the edge detection is much cleaner in the Y3's shot with a crisp outline. Even the level of blur in the background is excellent. The V15 Pro and the Y3 are almost on par when it comes to finer details in the t-shirt and the face. The Galaxy A70's selfie is rather soft, but it is the facial tones and the color of the t-shirt on the Y3 that is way more natural looking compared to the other two. I'd go with the Y3 as the best portrait selfie of the three shots. The V15 Pro comes a very close second. It is a pity that the Galaxy A70 doesn't match up to the competition. This picture is a great example of how HDR algorithms work on the three phones, considering all of them come with the auto HDR option. The V15 Pro not only fixes the sunlight in the background by leaps and bounds, but it also recreates the sky in a saturated gradient that looks completely unnatural. A good HDR algorithm is the one captured by the Redmi Y3. It doesn't go overboard on saturating the colors for the sake of fixing the highlights and the shadows. Having said that, the V15 Pro definitely looks very attractive. It is something that you would want to share immediately on your social media handles. Well, talking about the Galaxy A70, should we even go there? Anyway, I'm picking both the Redmi Y3 and the V15 Pro as the winners here. So, I also shot 1080p 30fps videos using the three phones. The V15 Pro is excellent at controlling the harsh light in the background. The V15 Pro's dynamic range control is excellent through and through. The Samsung Galaxy A70 has the best sound recording. And finally, the Redmi Y3 has the best picture quality of the three, with better colors and a higher bitrate of 20 megabits per second compared to the 17.5 megabits per second each on the Galaxy A70 and the V15 Pro. Therefore, when it comes to video recording using the 32 megapixel cameras, there is no one clear winner, but if you want details, then the Y3 is better. If you want good sound, then the Galaxy A70 is better. And if you want good dynamic range, then the V15 Pro is the choice for you. Hey guys, I'm shooting a video using the V15 Pro at 1080p using the front camera. The light is against me on the rear. You can see that the light is right on me. In indoor shots, the Redmi Y3 is again the most impressive of the three, with accurate colors and crisp details. The V15 Pro comes in a close second, and quite a few people will like the saturated look of this selfie. The Galaxy A70 is just plain dull. If you want to add your friends to the frame, all the three phones can handle it pretty fine. The V15 Pro has the narrowest 29mm focal length in comparison to the 26mm on the Galaxy A70. The Redmi Y3 slots in somewhere in between at around 28mm. All of these are fairly wide and can fit in more people in the frame easily. But the Redmi Y3 keeps all the three people in this frame, that includes me, Devam, our video editor, and Vishal, the assistant editor, in focus. The Galaxy A70 and the V15 Pro have a natural depth of field being applied on the two dudes who are standing slightly behind me. This is not a problem per se, but you will have to frame your shot right to get everyone in focus, considering that you get a good depth of field using the f/2.0 lens on the Galaxy A70 and the V15 Pro. Now, regardless of that, the Redmi Y3 invariably takes a better shot. It is crisp and offers more accurate colors overall. The Galaxy A70 has just drained the life out of us, and the V15 Pro errs on the side of reds with a deep pink cast. Look at the color of my t-shirt for a better idea. Undoubtedly, the Redmi Y3 comes out on top in group selfies. Selfies in low light using the 0.8 micron pixel size are not an easy task, and that is where the pixel binning on the Galaxy A70 and the Redmi Y3 come in handy. But to my surprise, the V15 Pro had a sharper, more well-exposed selfie of the three. Yes, it has a green color cast in an effort to control the color temperature, but you can fix that in post. The Redmi Y3's selfie definitely looks more natural in terms of colors as usual, and the Galaxy A70 turns everything pink. On closer inspection, you will notice that the Galaxy A70 has an aggressive noise reduction algorithm that tends to soften the details around the right portion of the eye. The V15 Pro retains the noise for a more sharper image. The Redmi Y3 can't hold a candle to the details on the other two, and this is where we realize that the Redmi Y3's strength lies in selfies under good lighting conditions and in capturing natural colors in any lighting scenario. On the other hand, the Galaxy A70 and the V15 Pro can capture good selfies in less than ideal lighting conditions. All the three phones use the display to light up as a stand-in flash, and the flash from the Galaxy A70 and the V15 Pro light up my face evenly. The Redmi has underexposed my forehead, but the color accuracy continues to be spot on. Moreover, the Y3 has a lot of noise so that it can retain some textures on the t-shirt and bring out the details. The Galaxy A70 creates a soft reddish image. The V15 Pro once again captures a selfie that has more details, is evenly lit up and looks good overall. But yes, the colors are on the side of oversaturation, and I'm not really a fan of that. Despite those color issues, I still think I'll go with the V15 Pro as the winner in the low light with flash test. After looking at all the selfies and comparing them, I'm really shocked at what the Y3 can achieve. It can actually rival if not beat the Samsung Galaxy A70 and the Vivo V15 Pro when it comes to 32 megapixel selfies. Although I'm not so sure if the Y3 is the best selfie camera out there. Do let me know in the comment section below if you would like it compared against the Pixel 3 XL, which we at Mr. Phone believe is still the best selfie camera out there. Now let me break down each of these phones into their individual points and where they are good at when it comes to selfie performance. The Redmi Y3's biggest advantage is that it takes crisp selfies and accurate colors in daylight shots and across actually even low light shots as well. Now the only problem with the daylight shots is that at 100% crop you will see a lot of noise even when the lighting is good, and you will see some chromatic aberration as well. This is a problem because the 32 megapixel sensor has a very small 0.8 micron pixel size. Therefore, I'd suggest that if you do buy the Redmi Y3, keep shooting your selfies at 8 megapixel pixel bin resolution, which should definitely improve your selfie performance. Having said that, the low-light selfie performance is not that great on the Redmi Y3. The Vivo V15 Pro, on the other hand, has the crispest 32 megapixel selfies out there. In fact, it only takes 32 megapixel selfies. It's not pixel binned resolution. Now, my only problem with the V15 Pro is the fact that the color science is a little too oversaturated, and I'm not really a fan of that. But having said that, the V15 Pro's HDR performance and the dynamic range that it has when you take selfies is just incredible. In my review of the Samsung Galaxy A70, I remember telling that, the Galaxy A70's 32 megapixel camera is good enough for me to continue using that over the rear camera. Well, I still continue and stick to that statement, and I will still continue to take selfies because for Instagram generation and for putting it up on Facebook, the selfies are pretty good. Having said that, the camera algorithm on the Galaxy A70 is the weakest of the three. Not that it's bad, not that it takes bad selfies, but it is not as good as the V15 Pro or the Redmi Y3. That's it from me. What did you guys think of this comparison? Did you guys think that the Y3 was actually surprisingly good for the price that it is available at? Well, do let us know in the comment section below. Until next time, this is Ershad from Mr. Phone signing off. Goodbye and Godspeed, my friends.